The seasons no fear the reaper, fear the wind, sun is the sky. It's a good song. I gotta start this now. And it's like, what time is it? It's almost 2 a.m. Let's get this done. The Grand Budapest Hotel versus Saving Private Ryan by yours truly. Me, your favorite student. I assume, or at least like top 3. I hope. Anyways, which one I like more, not based on cinematography. So honestly, I like Saving Private Ryan a little more than the Grand Budapest Hotel, so it's probably gonna have a little more bias when it comes to the actual cinematography part. So just bear with me on that. Because the Grand Budapest Hotel is a fantastic movie. It is a great movie. But it's just like Saving Private Ryan touches a special part of my brain that the hotel movie does not. Again, fantastic movie. It's like a solid 9 out of 10 movie. But Saving Private Ryan, like, I don't know, probably because I want to be a writer. So those kinds of movies just click with me more, I guess. But again, I just like Saving Private Ryan more. So it might have more bias. The different styles of camera work. Both movies have very different styles of camera shots and camera distances, but both are amazing and are even more similar than some may realize. Like, the Grand Budapest Hotel changes very quickly from very long distance shots to, I want to say extreme close up shots, but they are fairly close up, where it will make instances like this top here, where it gets a really funny camera angle. Or to look at the top right, and that still looks good. But I don't think that's technically too close up, but it's whatever. But for Saving Private Ryan, usually stays more like in between. Like, it slowly changes. It doesn't go from, it doesn't snap back and forth like the Grand Budapest Hotel does. It usually just, it's constant pretty much. But the Grand Budapest Hotel relies on still camera shots, which rarely move or shake, and usually goes through cutting follow shots, or whip pan shots to keep track of characters. And even then, the whip pan shots are not that frequent. There's almost always an important or main character in the shot, besides when displaying the hotel itself, or extremely quick cuts to other less important characters. While this movie relies on mostly shallow space within the hotel or different rooms/buildings, it still has incredible deep space shots with a dolly zoom shot as well. Like, when it's like zooming out, then you see the background. Because I think it's technically a dolly zoom shot, isn't it? Or am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Saving Private Ryan relies on shaky close-up and distant camera shots. I want to say distant, but like at first it's kind of distant, I guess. But it doesn't shift between distant and close-up like Grand Budapest Hotel does. It's usually it's mostly constant, like 80%. It's like an in-between of both. Usually there are characters on screen, but the camera is usually always moving/shaking, doing slow turns, fast cuts, and often jumps from perspectives rather than just focusing on one or two characters. This movie utilizes deep space very well, but also often feels like shallow space due to the situation/circumstance the characters are in. Different styles of camera work continued. The Grand Budapest Hotel utilizes mostly still shots when the camera rarely moves and cuts to move from place to place. I think there's technically still follow shots though, since they're following a character. Again, also this is a continuation, kind of like a repeat, where I'm clarifying some of the stuff. Where delayed zoom shots utilize for small details. It also has a great use of selective focus, since movie primarily focused on its three main characters, which I'm not including that writer guy as a main character. I'm not gonna lie, since he's like none of the movie. I mean, technically, yeah, I'll add him. Yeah, but I was gonna say either Agatha, the lobby boy, I forgot his name, and the Monsieur, I also forgot his name. I forgot all of the names besides Agatha. I'm not gonna lie to you. Besides Agatha, I don't know their names at all. Their names are too complicated. Besides being mostly still shots, there's still some panning yet used in whip panning, which is very quick. Saving Private Ryan utilizes lots of shaking camera movement and angles. It gets up close and afar at random. Should use with tracking. Why did I say this in the script? Was I like not remembering? I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of like rewatched some clips of Saving Private Ryan before this, like 30 minutes before this, and I think I don't remember too much from when I was making this, since I made this in class, but it's fine. So ignore that, but it's not random, it's mostly constant. And it's usually used racking focus, though it sometimes utilizes selective focus, but the movie mainly uses racking focus to emphasize the chaos and the characters are going through and the chaos of war. It still does follow shots a lot, or not a lot, but like half the time. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, ignore me. The camera moves quite a lot with the pedestal shots and tilts, which I like. I like that a lot. I also like the Grand Budapest Hotel cut, since it makes it feel like what the hell is going on. But different styles of scenes. Both movies have different styles of scenes, costuming and makeup. Both do these vastly different scenes amazingly. The Grand Budapest Hotel utilizes vibrant colors right from the beginning. It is seen as a sort of royal or civilized world, and the costumes resemble this. The suits are colorful as the places around them. Like the Grand Budapest Hotel is pink. Like all the hotels are like differently colored. It's so cool. It's so cool. And when the camera zooms out to show the whole background of the scene, it's obvious that the background is painted, but it doesn't look out of place at all. It looks amazing, even. The scenes and framing of the different scenes are all mostly orderly, with little to no chaos. It's all vibrant and orderly up until the end. Saving Private Ryan utilizes dark and even darker colors from the beginning. It's chaotic right from the start as well, and there seems to be little to no civilized people here. The rain darkens and muddies the grass, making it even darker. The props all fit in and all seem so real. There's no often. I forget what that word means. I might be wrong on that, so don't judge me. Oh, one more thing I want to add. The suits and makeuping for that movie are fantastic. I always wanted to see some guys' guts fall out of their stomach, and someone literally set themselves on fire by accident, or some guy having a bullet shoot through their helmet into their head. That's always awesome. I want to see a guy bleed out, or a guy crying for his mama. That was fun. Or a knife slowly stabbing through someone's chest, as you can literally see and feel it as the characters like that. It's awesome. I love it. There's no delusion. It just straight up gives you the chaos and consequences of the world around the characters. It isn't hard to hide it like the Grand Budapest Hotel does. It's all chaotic and dark right up until the very end. Overall, I love both movies very, very much. But I think in terms of cinematography, it is hard to gauge them collectively, since they're both very different movies with very different styles. But if I'd say honestly, if they were the same genre, they'd be equal. But but since they're not, I can't really give a statement on it. Cause I'll just say they're equal. And I also kind of want to get done with this recording since it has been a lot of time. Anyways, Fiend, goodbye.